Hey, tech hustlers, what if you could dominate San Francisco's AI game in 2025? This week's Gemini 2.5 launch has SF buzzing. Startups are pivoting, and I've got hacks to put you ahead. I'm your name. And these tricks, like pitching with AI or scaling fast, are your ticket to crushing it in the SF tech market. We're talking about leveraging the power of AI to not just keep up, but to leapfrog the competition. These aren't your average tips. We're diving deep into how Gemini 2.5 is changing the game, and how you can use it to supercharge your business, whether you're a seasoned founder or just starting out. Stick around. Hack number 5 is wild. Hit like, subscribe, and let's dive into SF's AI revolution. Alright, let's kick things off with a game-changer AI-powered pitching. Imagine walking into a room full of Soma VCs with a pitch that's not just polished, but practically engineered for maximum impact. That's what Gemini 2.5 brings to the table. This isn't about replacing your hustle, it's about amplifying it. Gemini can analyze successful pitches, understand what resonates with specific investors, and help you craft a narrative that hits all the right notes. We're talking data-driven storytelling, people. Now the pro here is speed. Gemini can churn out pitch decks and talking points faster than you can say Series A funding. But, and this is a big but, you can't just copy and paste. You need to inject your own personality, your vision, your unique sauce into the mix. Think of Gemini as your AI co-founder, working behind the scenes to handle the heavy lifting so you can focus on what you do best, selling your dream. And trust me, when you nail that pitch, the results speak for themselves. We're talking millions in funding, right here in the heart of San Francisco. So are you ready to unleash the power of AI on your next pitch? Because in the fast-paced world of SF tech, the early bird doesn't just get the worm, it disrupts the whole ecosystem. Let's go. Let's face it, in the world of startups, gut feelings can only take you so far. You need cold, hard data to make the right calls. And that's where Gemini 2.5 comes in clutch. We're talking about crunching numbers on a whole new level. Gemini can analyze market trends, customer behavior, even predict future demand with scary accuracy. This isn't just about making slightly better decisions, it's about doubling down on what works and ditching what doesn't. We're talking about maximizing your ROI, people. But here's the catch. Gemini thrives on clean, organized data. If you're feeding it a mess of spreadsheets and random notes, don't expect miracles. Get your data game in order, and Gemini will reward you with insights that would make even the savviest analysts jealous. And the best part? This isn't some futuristic fantasy, this is the reality for countless SF startups already using AI to drive their decision-making. Future AI trends show that data is king, and Gemini is the key to unlocking its full potential. So, ditch the guesswork, embrace the power of data, and watch your San Francisco startup soar to new heights. Look, we all know networking is crucial in the Bay Area, right? But who's got time to sift through endless LinkedIn profiles and awkward coffee dates? Well, with Gemini 2.5, you don't have to. Think of it as your personal AI matchmaker for the SF tech scene. Gemini can scan events, identify key players in your industry, and even suggest the perfect icebreakers to get the conversation flowing. We're talking about making meaningful connections fast. But here's the deal. Don't be that person spamming random connections with generic messages. Gemini is a tool, not a license to be lazy. Use it to find the right people, then bring your A game to the table. Be genuine, be engaging, be the person everyone wants to grab coffee with. Remember, tech career development in SF is all about who you know. So, leverage the power of AI to build your tribe, surround yourself with brilliant minds, and watch the opportunities roll in. Who knows, you might even meet your next co-founder. Alright, let's talk code. Whether you're a seasoned developer or just dipping your toes into the world of programming, Gemini 2.5 is about to become your new best friend. Why? Because it can automate those tedious, repetitive coding tasks that eat up your precious time. We're talking about freeing yourself up to focus on the big picture stuff. The creative problem solving, the innovative features, the game-changing algorithms that are going to set your SF startup apart from the crowd. Think of Gemini as your tireless coding assistant working 24/7 to streamline your workflow. But here's the catch. You can't outsource your entire understanding of code. Gemini is a powerful tool, but you need to know the fundamentals to wield it effectively. Take the time to learn the basics, understand how Gemini operates, and you'll be amazed at what you can achieve together. And let's be real, in the cutthroat SF tech market, coding skills are gold. So embrace the power of automation, level up your coding game, and watch as you become the developer everyone wants on their team. Here's a wild one. Imagine pitching your startup in fluent Mandarin, Spanish, or even Klingon. Okay, maybe not Klingon, yet. With Gemini 2.5, language barriers become a thing of the past. We're talking about translating your pitches, marketing materials, even your entire website with the click of a button. Gemini's advanced language processing capabilities can adapt your message for any audience, opening up doors to global markets you never thought possible. But here's the thing. While Gemini's translations are incredibly accurate, they're not perfect, yet. Always have a native speaker give your translated content a once-over to ensure it hits the right cultural notes and avoids any awkward misunderstandings. And let's be real, San Francisco startups are built to scale, and that means thinking beyond borders. With Gemini's multilingual prowess, you can connect with investors, customers, and partners from around the world, taking your SF startup truly global. So, ditch the language limitations, embrace the power of global communication, and watch as your San Francisco startup conquers the world, one language at a time. Alright, let's talk about the future. In the hyper-competitive world of SF tech, staying ahead of the curve isn't a nice-to-have, it's a necessity. And that's where Gemini 2.5's predictive capabilities come into play. We're not talking about crystal balls here, but we're getting close. Gemini can analyze massive datasets to identify emerging trends, anticipate market shifts, and help you adapt your strategies before the competition even knows what hit them. We're talking about staying one step ahead in the SF fast lane. But here's the thing, don't get so caught up in the data that you lose sight of the bigger picture. Gemini's predictions are powerful, but they're not gospel. Use them to inform your decisions, but don't be afraid to trust your gut and make bold moves when the opportunity arises. Remember, the future of AI is all about adaptability. So, embrace the power of predictive analytics, stay agile, stay hungry, and watch as your San Francisco startup thrives in the ever-evolving world of tech. Let's face it, in the crowded SF tech scene, standing out from the crowd is crucial. And no, I'm not talking about wearing a neon suit to your next pitch meeting. Unless that's your thing, then go for it. I'm talking about building a personal brand that's as unique and compelling as your startup. And guess what? Gemini 2.5 can help with that too. Think of it as your AI brand strategist, analyzing your strengths, identifying your target audience, and crafting a consistent message that resonates across all platforms. We're talking about building a personal brand that's impossible to ignore. But here's the thing, don't be afraid to be bold. Gemini can help you refine your message, but it's your personality, your passion, your unique perspective that will truly make you stand out. Don't be afraid to let your freak flag fly. Remember, in San Francisco, AI business thrives on strong personal brands. So, embrace the power of AI to craft your narrative, be authentically you, and watch as you become a star in the ever-expanding SF tech galaxy. Let's be real, the world of AI is constantly evolving. What works today might be obsolete tomorrow. So how do you stay ahead of the curve? The answer is simple, continuous learning. And you know who's really good at helping you learn new things? You guessed it, Gemini 2.5. Think of it as your AI tutor, guiding you through the latest AI advancements, connecting you with relevant learning resources, and even tailoring its teaching style to your preferred learning methods. But here's the thing, you can't just passively consume information. You need to get your hands dirty, experiment with new tools, and apply what you've learned to real-world problems. The more you put into it, the more you'll get out of it. Remember, in the SF tech scene, the learning never stops. So embrace the power of continuous AI learning, make it a habit to level up your skills, and watch as you become an unstoppable force in the world of San Francisco AI. That's it, 8 San Francisco AI business hacks for 2025. Which one's your jam? Comment below, smash subscribe, and hit the article in the bio usatrenix.com/San Francisco iBusiness 2025. We've covered everything from crafting killer pitches with Gemini 2.5 to building a global brand that transcends language barriers. Remember, the future of AI is here and it's happening right now in San Francisco. Let's crush SF's tech scene. Link in bio.